investigation of the material actually is a lot like a theatrical process.
We're very curious about exploring this materiality built in lab spaces, bringing it into a real-world context.
I come from a mechanical engineering background. We design these materials to have certain programmable properties to create robotic systems primarily. I want to see what human beings, when they interact with it, are able to do with these kind of systems.
So that's where we came in. We are two industrial design students.
We looked very heavily into scaling up this material, exploring what kinds of shape change were even possible outside of purely practical goals, the aesthetic qualities, how people may perceive it, and creating a sort of library of magnetic shape-changing materials for industrial designers to play with.
Exploring of materials and the performativity resonates really well with the Dramaturgy for Devices project from Utrecht University, where we are also really looking at what can expertise from the theater mean for research like this and for such explorations. So it was great to be part of this today.
The workshop was set up into 3 different phases. The first phase was about encountering, so that was much more desk-based, and we're looking into the Petri dishes and seeing what this material is about.
I showed people how to use the magnets that I brought, simple interactions, biomimetic, bio-inspired motion.
The second stage involved improvisations. It was very fun, very free. We were gathering different insights and we mapped all that out.
Some people being directors, some people being actors, some people being stylists. Object and subject and doer and receiver changed very fluidly.
It was a sort of joint discovery.
And then we moved to the third stage, which was about rehearsing with these materials. We had more of a theatrical setup with a stage and, very importantly, a third eye. The camera as another actor on stage, actually. We could see the large-scale interactions happening with the people and the small-scale interactions on the screen. And together that created a really nice overview about what the material did and also how that triggered particular responses in the participants.
Our little sketch in the beginning, we very quickly and efficiently realized this was not the way to go. And then we started stripping it away. Voice, tables, and removed.
Exploring together how we interacted through the material.
Guided improvisation where questions could intervene, which is very close to the role of a dramaturg, open up or close possibilities and invite taking particular directions. What kind of situations the material allowed to emerge?
This thing is on my face. I don't know why. I don't know where from. I don't know when it happened. I'm just here in this moment trying to make it do something. The reflection bit is where the science happens and we distill it into ideas and methodologies and find something useful.
I could see some correspondences between what the material is and also what type of effects it produced. It was very small and very delicate and had a particular dynamics to it that also affected the interactions. They were intimate. They needed to be slow in order to get this quality of the material out.
Unscripted and less structured approaches enables these new experiences which can lead to applications in the future.
Interactive textiles, either wearables for performance scenarios or high-tech fashion applications.
What I really learned today was how the requirements we set for ourselves when we are developing these materials in the lab is very different from what I perceive users are feeling when they use these materials.
This workshop will never be the same again. You need these people, these different perspectives.
This interdisciplinary setting really opens you up to new possibilities because often people will discover things you never thought were possible.
A really cool opportunity to explore usage and also just material characteristics.
And here the materiality is the behavior and vice versa. So that was a really interesting move beyond the perspectives that we have been considering.
This collaboration has also enabled us to kickstart new projects. For example, on the material side, to build specific equipment and then to think on the more sort of theoretical, methodological level.
Designing and engineering these materials, but then putting them to test in a performative setting and feeding back into the innovation, I think that is really exciting. And I hope that we can collaborate on that more in the future.